What's going on, family and friends? It's your big homie TC Caldwell, the beast from the East, hanging out right here on Hip Hop Boulevard. And we are in another episode of Inside the Music, the truth about the truth. And I'm here with my kings on the strip, West Coast, Las Vegas, Nevada, KC Cousin and Don DC DeCosta. And once again, y'all, we bringing you another Philly's finest episode of Inside the Music. This week, we have from the incomparable Harold Melvin's Blue Notes, the king himself, Tony Brooks. Thank y'all for joining us for another episode right here Inside the Music on Move'Em Let's go.
Thanks, TC, for that bring in, man. Hey, we got an old friend back with us, was just with us a couple weeks ago, Cliff Perkins. And then we got this cat down. What happened to Cliff? And then we got this cat down here with all this blue and gray on.
Hey.
Don, give us an introduction.
Well, man needs no introduction. Man on the bottom with all the blue and the gray and looking so dapper and everything is the Mr. Tony Brooks. And he's going to speak to us in reference to the Blue Notes.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say.
Let's welcome Tony and his partner in crime back up there, Mr. Cliff Perkins from Soul Generation, is going to monitor whatever Tony says, obviously.
Hey, he's an undercover brother. That's
okay. He's an undercover brother. Okay,
that's right.
We got it. So
that's the man there.
To start the show off, let's go right to Mr. Tony Brooks and say, Tony, how did you get into this business?
God, you got about, how long is your show? I started. I met Harold Melvin in a nightclub in Washington, D.C. in the 80s. It was 1985, 86. And I was opening act locally. And he liked what we did. And, a couple of years later, he took us out. And we were opening acts for the Blue Notes when he brought Teddy in, because he had a guy named Joe Brody singing lead and Teddy was playing drums. So he put Teddy up front. He liked the sound, and he went on the road with it. And then Miss You came out, and they were working. So he'd say, "Hey, why don't y'all travel with us, and I can show you the ropes of being on the road." So he took us on the road. The first job I did with the Blue Notes as the Wonders Four from Washington, D.C. was Carnegie Hall. And it just snowballed. We just kept working. Then we gradually went into another phase, and Harold had an illness, and he passed away, and Miss Melvin called me up and asked me would I take his spot. And I did that for 20 years. And I had some really nice brothers working with me. Rufus Thorne. Oh, God. I had Daniel Gillespie and Joe. Let's see, I had a couple other guys, but yeah. We worked it out, and it worked.
Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah, brought Sharon Page in.
Did you know my little brother?
What's your little brother?
Gil Saunders.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Is that right?
Yes.
Small world.
Let me put it to you this way. We were actual blood brothers, but
Right.
Gil and I knew each other so long, you know, and in fact, to tell you the truth, before he got sick and passed away, Gil and I had been talking, and I was trying to get Gil to come back and go back to recording.
Right.
And I didn't want to pressure him. So I kind of left him alone for a while. He said, give me some time to think about it, which I did. And then I said, well, gee, let me call my little brother and see what's up, and couldn't get him on the phone.
Wow.
So I didn't know what the devil was going on. And I put up, Gil, haven't been able to get a hold of you. When you get a chance, give me a call. I put it up on Facebook.
Okay.
And then a lady by the name of Tina Wu. Tina came and sent me a message and said, your little brother Gil is not going to be able to contact you. And I was like, well, why not? What's up with that? And she said, you don't know. And I said, no, what? And she said, Gil is in a hospice. And then it was maybe about a week or two after that he passed away.
Oh, that's tragic. But we had some tragedies as it developed.
I'm sure.
You know, yeah. And what happens is when trepidation comes in, a lot of folks, you know, they just want to get out of it and go somewhere else. And we did. We came back, and you know, Miss Melvin brought me back, and we created something new, and it worked. Yeah. So these guys are special. They're old school talented, and they work well together. And we're gonna make some waves. We'll make some waves.
Well,
and,
you'll definitely
I'm
do
proud
that.
of it.
You'll definitely do that because the world opening up is back ready for that kind of music and that kind of love that originally was what was happening when you guys were much younger. Okay. Now that
I like that word.
There you go. And now that you guys are classics, okay, now it's time to bring all of that back and introduce the new generations that knew nothing about you guys and that kind of music. That was the music that had roots. It had substance to it. And now it's time for it to come back.
And what I like the way you put that, because I felt that same way as far as bringing new guys in. That I didn't want them to be my age. I wanted them to be younger, because they were the ones that can take this on further. And it's really working out. It's really working out. Been blessed with some really productive young men. And the reason is because they understand the music. They know how to put it, you know, how to play it. I like that. And, you know, they listen to me most of the time. I try not to be a dictator. But, you know, we come up with some great ideas. I like to hear what they have to say. And it's working. Same way Harold taught me. He said, you don't know everything. Everybody can come with something to the table. And that's what they brought. And it's working. So we're blessed. What happens is, like I said, the baptism of fire, if you're going to be in this business, you got to be in front of an audience and they'll tell you how good you are. So I took them on a cruise with Carnival. And they had an auditorium where we did a live show, but they did well. They did well. But that was from the rehearsals that we had before we left.
Who were some of the members? Who were the members of the group at that time?
Teddy Maduro used to be a group called the Choice Four. I had him singing second tenor. Another gentleman named Gerald Brown. His name is Yaya, we call it. First tenor, great voice. In fact, he's sitting right next to me right now, but he's got a great voice.
Was that whose hands kept coming in and trying to fix your wire?
Yeah, he's fixing me up. That's right.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
and DJ Fresh, Steve sings the Teddy thing, and he covers the stage. Really, really a great entertainer. And put them all together, and we went out. We went for Carnival, and we did the show, and I'm proud of them. And I got more work.
How did they feel about doing a live show on the ship?
Besides the swaying of the boat, other than that, they did well. Nobody fell down. So yeah, it worked out really well. The 30-minute show, they did well. They did everything we rehearsed. So I was proud of them. Just, I ain't telling them that. I'm telling them now. I'm proud of them.
That's all right. They'll see it when they see your interview.
There you go. I'm proud of them.
How many shows a night did you guys do?
We only did one. That's why you had to get it or quit it. You didn't have no 2 or 3 shows to practice with. You had to do this one, and she wanted us back next year.
Oh, so hit it and quit it.
That's right. And if you don't do it right, they don't want you back.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah. So we're going back next year, do what we got to do. But it's like I said, I needed that to find out what kind of guys I had.
Well, you had good guys because you only did one show a night,
right?
And you know what they say: your first impression is everything.
Yes.
You don't get to make a first impression twice.
Nope.
So if you got asked back, your first impression was a good one.
That's exactly right, and that's exactly why I said I'll take the cruise. And when they got on the boat, it was like, oh my God, we're going to do a show on this boat. I said, yeah. On the 10th floor of a cruise ship.
10th floor on a cruise ship?
Yeah.
How many floors are on this boat?
14.
Wow.
No, I'm sorry, 16. And the middle of it was like Central Park. You had a garden, trees, everything. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Well, here's the deal. I understand you guys have some concerts coming up.
Like as coming out.
I heard you guys are going to be doing some concerts.
Yeah, I try not to talk about predictions. I try to talk about fact, and you're right. That's a fact. But what I like to bring to you is the fact that these guys are new. I don't want to put a lot of pressure on them mentally. I want them to have fun. I want them to have fun.
You grooming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And fall into it naturally.
Passing the torch.
Yes, man.
Yeah. There's a proper way to go about doing it. There's a proper way to do it and a wrong way to do it,
And you're right. It's
baptism by fire. Baptism by fire sometimes leaves an ugly scar.
And sometimes it leaves you understanding what pressure is all about.
Right. It teaches you not to stick your hand in the fire unless you got a glove on or you ready.
How about that one? That's exactly right. And that's what we had.
So, Tony.
Yes, sir.
Musically speaking, what's the last thing you did?
Oh, as a lifestyle?
Musically, no, as a release.
Last song, I didn't have any new releases. We only did all Blue Note stuff.
Okay.
But we're working on some things now. Funny you should ask. Yeah, we're working on some new things now.
Okay. But, the reason we ask is because we want to try to do our best to promote in any way anybody that comes on our show, books, recipes, outfits, shows, champagne,
Oh, okay.
anything you
All right.
got. We want to promote it. We want everybody to know what's going on, you know?
As long as it's legal. That's right. I like that.
Well, I mean, a lot of stuff that wasn't legal for us is legal now. You know, we might get some dispensaries on here. We can talk about it now, you know.
My man, I like that.
And what's
What I'm
legal
doing
here
right
may
now
not
is
be legal where they are. So
yes. Well, what I'm doing right now, I'm taking Gerald Brown, my first tenor, and I gave him a song just to see he would do with it, and he did great. So I'm working on trying to put that on the street. I want to do a different sound for the Blue Notes besides the Teddy Pendergrass.
Right.
And he's got a first tenor that's interesting. I've heard a lot of people sing, but he sings, and the song's perfect for him. So give me a couple of months, and I'll send you a copy. We're gonna mix
we're
it
gonna
up.
be bothering you, man. We're gonna be bothering you, waiting, man. You know, like that. Like I say, our whole objective with Inside the Music is to get the story. You know,
that's great. That's
allow
great.
cats to resurface. If you know, if some of us old cats got some new material, we try to get it out on the show. Make sure that the videos are shown. You know, we want to let it, like I say, books, outfits, recipes. You know, dispensaries.
Hey, and you know what? You got my music. I'm down. I'm down for that. I'm down for that. That's a great concept, my brother.
Hey,
I like that.
You know,
really, you touched my heart with that one. Because a lot of folks that do what you do, they get selfish. They don't want to help nobody, but they want to give all the press.
Well, man, you know, it's like what we're doing right now is like we're giving ourselves an opportunity to have a voice again. You
That's
know,
great.
A lot of us have done things. Yourself and individuals that we have on the show have done things that have actually created and set the format for what's happening today. You know,
right.
But nobody's talking to them anymore. You know, that's like grandma. You know, grandma sitting on the porch, ain't nobody talking to grandma. Grandma used to be hot and rolling. You know, all you gotta do is ask and find out what's happening. You know,
that's exactly right. That's exactly right. And I appreciate that. That's the greatest thing that's happening now. And besides what you do, a lot of folks of our color are doing the same thing.
Yeah, and we have to.
Yes.
You know, because there's two stories. There's history and the story.
Right.
You know, so we trying to tell the story, not his story.
Right.
You know?
Right. Because you know what? It's some new stories.
Yeah. And there's some untold stories. See, that's the thing.
Exactly right. Yeah.
You know, most of us, we go through our journey, and people who see us go through our journey, they only see what's happening on the outside. They only see if the press is involved. They only see what the press shows them. You know, there's a lot of individuals that you and I both know that have been in the industry 40, 50 years and have been incredible the whole period of time that they've been doing what they're doing, and nobody's really ever heard of them.
And you know that's exactly true. And there's a lot of people in this business that really are talented, but they're practical. And they give you great advice. And even though they're not considered to be superstars, in my eyes, a lot of them are. You know, they've gone through different phases of the show business and always wound up on top. But on the top means their peers appreciate what they've done. I appreciate what Teddy did. I appreciate what Harold did. Because if it wasn't for Harold, I wouldn't be in this talking to you. You know what I mean? And Miss Melvin, 80-some years old now, still calls. We talk about where I want to go, what we want to do. And, you know, I've been blessed. I got Great teachers.
Yeah, well, that's the reason you're doing what you're doing now, because you know that's the name of the game is like we're supposed to pass the torch. We're supposed to pass the knowledge down. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I got this guy sitting next to me. He's my next.
break the whip out, man. Get the whip out. Get the whip out.
You know, I don't have to whip him. He's good at it.
Okay. Get the whip out. Get the whip out. Get the whip out.
That's right. He's a dedicated brother, you know, and that's what I like. It's like Harold said, I like you because you always want to know, and that's right. And he wants to know. How does it go? How can I stay there for 20, 30 years?
See, that makes it so much easier when somebody asking you, how does this go, instead of you have to tell them. Instead of you have to tell them what to do every step of the way.
Yeah, I want to do that. I don't want to do that. When you tell me how does it go, I'm gonna give you what it's supposed to be, and dedicated to doing it right. That's what it's all about.
So Tony,
you guys, yes, sir.
Check this out. If there was one Blue Note song that you want to play, one, we ain't going into the album. One.
Right.
Because I'm gonna send TC to go find it. What you want to play for the people?
Which one would be the best if I played it?
Which one you want to play? This is Tony's choice.
If I had my brothers, I'd play Sharon Page and me and her. Hope that we can be together soon.
TC, hook it up, baby boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this song that you are about to hear actually requires little to no introduction. It is a classic, a worldwide classic. So please stay tuned for Tony Brooks featuring the incomparable Sharon Page and Get Together Soon, right here at MoveMradio.com, Inside the Music.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Sharon Page.
I think about you, girl. Tears run up and down my spine, and deep, my wish would come true, girl. I'd be with you all the time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we back. I mean, like that's the Blue Notes. Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Boy, there's some secrets and stories that go along with that story.
Yeah. So,
hey, Tony.
Yes, sir.
Were you around when Teddy made the scene, or before, or after, or what?
Let me give you a picture. This is how it started.
Come on.
Okay. Yeah. Harold had Sharon as the opening act. I came on after Sharon with a group called the Wonders Four. And then he had Teddy play, he brought Teddy up front. But they go off again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we back. I mean, like that's the Blue Notes. Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Boy, there's some secrets and stories that go along with that story.
Yeah.
So, hey, Tony.
Yes, sir.
Were you around when Teddy made the scene, or before, or after, or what?
This let me give you a picture. This is how it
Come
started.
on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Okay. Yeah. Harold had Sharon that was the opening act. I came on after Sharon with a group called the Wonders Four. And then he had Teddy play, he brought Teddy up front. But they go off again.
Oh yeah, that's them now.
We still here?
Oh, yeah, you are, yeah.
Yeah, we still here.
So
We still here.
okay. We had and he had the Blue Note review. And he would come out with Pendergrass singing. He got Teddy off the drums. He had John Brody was a singer. He didn't want to do it anymore, so he put Teddy up front. And that's the show that we walked on. We did my group did On and On. I Got a Song in My Heart. We just doing cover stuff from Gladys Knight because we had a girl singing lead Patsy Webb. She was great from DC singing. And we traveled with Harold. He took us across the country. And then we watched him do Soul Train in California. And it just blew out. We got to be in showbiz. We got to be in showbiz. And we came back and we started working with Harold. We started traveling with him. And then, my wife passed away, so I had to raise some kids. So I dropped out.
Okay.
And I had 2 kids to raise. And I guess I was blessed because I was able to come back.
Yeah.
After they were grown. And they're still around. My kids, I love them. But they're in their 30s, so I'm old. So I came back.
So you waited a minute before you got started, though, didn't you?
Yeah. So Harold had got Neil, and Miss Melvin called me up and asked me would I come in and fill his shoes. And I said, fill his shoes? She said, I need you. And I went back and I became a Blue Note. And
that was what year?
Oh my God, the year Harold passed away.
Okay.
He was I can't remember the exact day, but I was in a room with her when they brought him home from the hospital, and Anyway,
yeah,
I was on my way home and she told me he passed. So she said,
the legacy. You got to be strong to fill certain shoes, man.
Tell me about it.
Everybody can't wear everybody's shoes.
Tell me about it. And his was a size 30. So when I got back, the brothers that were there, Dwight Johnson from DC, and Jerry, and Rufus Storm was singing then, and they just, we got it together. They said, "Come on in, let's go to work," and we went to work. We went to work, and it turned out to be really special. But Dwight passed away. He had diabetic problem, and he died in dialysis.
Yeah.
So it was things happening while we were transitioning, and we finally wound up with Donnell Gillespie, myself. Jerry went on his own and did something. He was he had gone into the Muslim religion, so he wasn't singing anymore with us. So he was with Farrakhan.
Uh-huh.
And they did. In fact, he spoke at the Million Man March.
Okay.
And yes, and then I had Dwight Johnson, myself. Yeah, we went out with Donnell and made a new name for ourselves. Sharon was on the show. I did her duet, her and Harold stuff. Hope that we did that for years.
Hope that we.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a hell of a song.
Yes, but now with the transition and everybody trying to get a piece of the action, which is fine, but let the best man win. I just forgot it that way. That's where I come from. So I got my act. Dinah's got an act, and they're working, and that's fine. But it's enough. It's enough to spread. Okay.
Yeah, just don't do the same town the same night.
Right. But you just got to take care of yourself and make it work. And that's where I'm at. That's where
So,
I'm at.
Don, you got any more questions for Mr. T?
Yes, sir.
I always have questions for Mr. T. But being that Mr. T says he's coming back and bring us some new music.
Yeah.
Here's a question for Mr. T. Is this cover music or is this new music you guys are writing and putting together?
Brand new music. Totally different feel than the old Blue Note. Real new music.
So this will be new music, but with the old style. The compositions will have substance. They will have great instrumentation.
And they will have great vocal.
Can't be good music without great new vocals.
Well, you can always have a project that takes you in another direction. And instead of keeping the old style, you say to yourself, this is a new sound. Let's explore the new sound.
Yeah.
But we'll see what the public likes. But we're going in another direction vocally. The Teddy sound, that was great. But we got a new sound.
Yeah, you're not gonna recreate that sound. That's
no.
And you
I don't
shouldn't
want
try
to recreate it.
Right. You shouldn't try to.
Right. We're taking it to another level of Harold Melvin. In another direction. Because that music is timeless.
Right. Question.
The character. Yes,
Question.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
Do we still have the Philly sound? Or you going with some of them new boys? Because you got some new young boys over there out of Philly that's tearing up, man.
Well, I've got a first tenant in my group, and a special guy, and he's got that kind of voice.
No, I'm talking about as far as the instrumentation, the music,
orchestration. Also, it'll be different, totally different.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, orchestration is gonna be totally different. But what happens is it'll cover the new feel for sound in America.
Right.
And that's where I'm at. America needs a new sound. We need to have a new sound with some old school addicts.
Yeah.
Because they always work. But the delivery's got to be different. The delivery's got to be different. We got to have some really good voices now. And we have to tell real stories.
Again.
Hey, man, you reading my lips?
Again.
Again, that's right.
Again, yeah.
That's exactly right. So that's just observation. I'm not, I ain't projecting I'll have a song out next week, next year, but that's exactly where we're going. And when it comes out, you two brothers will be the first ones to know.
Man, we've been looking for it, man, but I'm gonna be tacky. I might try to get your number. I might try to submit something, man. You know?
And don't feel bad. You just said it. I'll take it.
Tell your man hiding behind your chair and watch out for me.
Thank you. I'm always looking for that. But that's exactly what's happening. A brand new sound, a brand new notes.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at, and I'm loving it. But it's gonna take a minute. We got some studio things to do. We got to get everybody together. But it's gonna be nice. In the meantime, I want to put them to work.
Okay.
And that's where we are right now.
Well, before we get out of here, man, unless somebody hired from child support or something, say their names again, man.
that's I can give you all four of them.
Okay, give me the nickname. Give me the street name. Leave that government name out of it.
I don't want nobody to get in trouble.
Give me the
That's good.
street name. Boo Boo and Shagga Shag. Yeah.
I got Boo with me. All right. No, it's Teddy Maduro, Gerald Brown, DJ Fresh. I won't give you his name.
Boo Boo, Boo Boo, Boo Boo.
DJ Fresh singing lead, and he does it well. Does it well. First name Steve, I can give you that.
Okay, Day Day. We just leave it at Day Day.
That's right. That's right. And last but not least, their grandfather Tony Brooks.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, but harmonically, I'm into that. So lead wise, we pick and choose who's going to do what song, and they do it well. They do it well.
Right,
Thanks for having me.
Man, thanks for being here, man. Well, thank Don. Don, the one who know who to call, man. I'm just the cat that sit on the other side of the couch.
I like your concept. I really do. We got to do this again. I'm gonna step in on you. We out in California.
No, we in Vegas, man. We out here in Vegas. Yeah, man. We out here where everything legal.
That's right. I love that place. Get you in trouble.
Hey, man. Well. Then again, at the pace that I run right now, I don't get in too much trouble. Okay. I chase a lot of trouble. I don't get in too much though. I can't catch it no more.
Yeah, my wife keeps me straight. That's how that is. But gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. I know y'all it's my time up. They're telling me it's time for me to get off of these. Is it up?
Yeah, they waving us out, man. We got the people upstairs and downstairs saying it's time for us to go home. But Mr. Brooks, I really appreciate your time, man. And
hey, man. Thanks for having me.
Saying, as soon as you guys get some material, man, let us know.
I sure will. You, like I said, you two brothers will be the first ones to know.
Appreciate you, man.
Tell
homeboy behind the chair, keep it real.
He's got it covered.
Tell him, keep it real. As long as he hanging with you, he with good people.
He's a good man. I appreciate it. It's really, really good guy. Thank you. You guys are perfect. Man. Stay in touch, man.
Yes, sir.
Bless you.
It's been a pleasure. You guys take care.
You too.
PC, take us home, baby boy.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And what can I say? Once again, I'm put in a place of humility of hearing what just went on, man. One, King Tony, listen, thank you. Thank you for being part of a group that I grew up on, actually. And my father is familiar with the original members and Mr. Harold Melvin and Mrs. Melvin. And, being raised around these people growing up, my older brothers and sisters had more of the experience because I was much younger, but learning and knowing who these people are, even learning that my father was who he was in this business and in the Philadelphia music scene, it's humbling. So to see you become a part of someone that I actually grew up watching and listening to, and just watching all the things that you've done, it's just spectacular. And to have this opportunity to have you on Inside the Music, to have you here with us at movementradio.com is just, a phenomenal honor. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for what you continue to do and what you continue to push forth, and it's just, what is that feeling? I want to be able to have a feeling of knowing that you are a part of something that is historic and will forever be memorialized. Every time that you open your mouth, you sing a note, you drop a chorus, man, just knowing that you bring something that in this city, in our city, is phenomenally historic. So, I just want to say thank you. being a hip hop head, we had a lot of hip hoppers, some of my cohorts and some of my heroes in the hip hop game that sampled and referenced Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, and especially Snoop Dogg on one of his intercuts on the album. He said, "Man, you without me is like Harold Melvin without the Blue Notes. You have to go platinum." But it's crazy that it wasn't a shot at Harold Melvin. It was just the understanding of how that group dynamic, how you needed each other, you came together, and how you come together, and that success is bred from that unity. So for anybody that believes that Harold Melvin or the Blue Notes were not successful without each other, man, they couldn't have told a bigger lie. And those out here on this coast know it, especially, and those that are entrenched in the business know it, especially. So again, I just wanted to say thank you, man. Thank you for taking that torch and carrying it on. And even watching that video with you and Miss Sharon, man, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Rest in heaven to Miss Sharon Page, and prayers to her family, because we lost her recently within the last year and some change. And the fact that she was so instrumental in the Blue Notes after King Teddy's departure from the group. But just knowing how instrumental and how beautiful this woman was, man. She was a queen. She was just beautiful. So to know that we lost another member of the Blue Notes, she's going on to the Blue Notes in heaven, that she's looking down and watching what you're doing, and seeing that video of you guys performing together, and what you're doing with the Blue Notes, man. I just want to say thank you, and please keep up everything that you're doing, and continued success. And as always, in closing, I just want to say, we here at Inside the Music, we appreciate the transparency and the honesty. We appreciate the good stories. We appreciate the bad stories. We appreciate the stuff that made you in this business, that made you part of the game and part of the business, to make this thing be what it is, and continue to inspire the next generation of Blue Notes, or whomever those singers might be, or rappers and whoever those rappers might be, or musicians or songwriters or publishers, because of how the business has changed and ownership has become a priority. So you took ownership of making sure you carrying this legacy on, and y'all are doing a wonderful job. And again, just thank you so much. So again, from us here at Inside the Music, we want to say thank you. And as always, the sponsors for the show are Three Pharaohs Productions, Move'emRadioStudios.com, or excuse me, Move'emRadio.com, Studio 176, 204, Stormy Weathers Entertainment, Source 3 Entertainment, and each and every individual that continues to push us and support us in what we do, with what we do, and how we do it, keeping God first. Oh yeah, and don't let me forget, to all those that took the call and took the oath and took the charge, I salute you. Happy Veterans Day to all of those that took the oath and made that sacrifice for this country, despite your feelings. Many are chosen, few are called, but you take that oath by choice, and we hold it serious. Peace. Stay love. God is real. Holla at your big homie. He always around. Peace.